The United Kingdom, a realm steeped in history, beckons us to unravel its captivating past. From the mists of time to the modern era, this island nation has witnessed empires rise and fall, leaving behind a legacy that continues to shape the world. Join us now as we embark on an epic journey through the annals of British history. Picture the rugged coastline of this island nation, pounded by waves for millennia. These shores have witnessed the ebb and flow of civilizations, each leaving its indelible mark. From ancient tribes to modern-day innovators, the story of the United Kingdom is a tapestry woven with threads of triumph and tragedy, innovation and tradition. Our exploration takes us back to the very dawn of human habitation on these isles. It's a journey through time, a quest to understand the forces that have shaped the United Kingdom we know today. Get ready to encounter legendary figures, pivotal battles, and societal transformations that have reverberated through the ages. This is more than just a historical account. It's an exploration of the very soul of a nation. So let us delve into the rich narrative of the United Kingdom, a story that continues to unfold before our very eyes. Long before the Romans set foot on British soil, the island was inhabited by a mosaic of Celtic tribes. These were the ancient Britons, skilled warriors and artisans who left their mark in the form of Stonehenge's enigmatic stones and other mysterious monuments. Their way of life, deeply connected to nature and shrouded in myth, provides the first chapter in our epic tale. Then came the might of Rome. In 55 BC, Julius Caesar led his legions across the English Channel, marking the beginning of Roman rule in Britain. Although met with fierce resistance from Celtic warriors, the Romans eventually established a lasting presence. They brought with them their language, their laws, and their engineering prowess, forever altering the course of British history. But Roman rule was not to last. As their empire crumbled, they withdrew from Britain in the 5th century AD. Into this power vacuum stepped the Anglo-Saxons, Germanic tribes who crossed the North Sea and established their own kingdoms. The Anglo-Saxons brought their own distinct culture and language, laying the foundation for what would eventually become England. The early centuries of the first millennium AD witnessed the rise and fall of Anglo-Saxon kingdoms, a time of constant struggle for dominance. It was during this period that Christianity began to take root in Britain, forever changing the religious and cultural landscape. The echoes of these ancient Britons, Romans, and Anglo-Saxons continue to resonate in the very fabric of the United Kingdom. The year 1066 marks a pivotal year in British history, the Norman Conquest. William the Conqueror, Duke of Normandy, defeated the English forces at the Battle of Hastings, claiming the English throne as his own. This momentous event ushered in a new era, transforming England's political, social, and cultural landscape. Norman rule brought about significant changes, including the introduction of the feudal system and the construction of magnificent castles that still dot the countryside today. The Norman French language left an enduring legacy on English vocabulary and grammar. The medieval period also saw the rise of powerful monarchs like Richard the Lionheart, who led the Third Crusade, and King John, who was forced to sign the Magna Carta in 1215. This landmark document limited the power of the monarchy and established the principle of rule of law, a cornerstone of British governance to this very day. But the medieval era wasn't all about conquests and power struggles. It was also a time of great intellectual and artistic flourishing. Universities were founded in Oxford and Cambridge, becoming centers of learning that would rival any in Europe. Gothic cathedrals, marvels of medieval architecture, soared towards the heavens, testaments to the faith and artistry of the age. The dawn of the 16th century saw the rise of the Tudors, a dynasty that would rule England for over a century and forever alter the course of British history. Henry VII, the first Tudor king, restored stability after years of civil war, known as the Wars of the Roses. His son, Henry VIII, became one of the most famous monarchs in English history. Driven by his desire for a male heir and a clash with the Pope over his divorce from Catherine of Aragon, Henry VIII broke with the Roman Catholic Church and established the Church of England, with himself as its supreme head. This dramatic move triggered the English Reformation, a period of significant religious and political upheaval. Henry VIII's children, Edward VI, Mary I, and Elizabeth I, each took their turn on the throne, each leaving their own mark on English history. Elizabeth I, the Virgin Queen, is remembered for her shrewd leadership, her defeat of the Spanish Armada, and her patronage of arts and literature, a golden age that saw the rise of playwrights like William Shakespeare. The Tudor dynasty was followed by the Stuarts, a period marked by political turmoil and religious conflict. The reign of Charles I led to a civil war, culminating in his execution in 1649 and a brief period of republican rule under Oliver Cromwell. The monarchy was restored in 1660 with Charles II, but the struggle between the crown and parliament continued. Section 5. An empire on which the sun never set. The 18th and 19th centuries witnessed the rise of the British Empire, a global power that spanned continents and exerted an unprecedented influence on world affairs. Fueled by the Industrial Revolution, which began in Britain, the British Empire grew to encompass vast territories in North America, India, Australia, Africa, and elsewhere. The Industrial Revolution itself was a time of profound transformation. Technological advancements such as the steam engine and the power loom led to mass production, the growth of factories, and the rise of cities. This period also saw significant social change, with new class structures emerging and growing demands for political reform. But the British Empire's legacy is complex and often controversial. While it brought about advancements in infrastructure, education, and administration in many parts of the world, it also involved exploitation, oppression, and cultural destruction. The transatlantic slave trade, in particular, remains a dark chapter in British history, a shameful legacy that continues to haunt the nation. By the early 20th century, the British Empire had reached its zenith, but the seeds of its decline were already sown. The First World War from 1914 to 1918 proved to be a costly conflict both in terms of human life and financial resources. It also exposed the vulnerabilities of the empire and fueled nationalist movements in its colonies. Section 6. Navigating the Modern World. The 20th century was a time of immense change for the United Kingdom. The First World War from 1914 to 1918 had a profound impact, leading to significant social and political shifts. Women's suffrage was finally achieved, and the Labour Party emerged as a major political force, challenging the traditional dominance of the conservative and liberal parties. The Second World War, from 1939 to 1945, presented an even greater existential threat, with Britain standing alone against Nazi aggression after the fall of France. Led by the unwavering resolve of Winston Churchill, Britain endured the Blitz and emerged victorious, but not without bearing deep scars. The post-war era witnessed the dismantling of the British Empire as colonies gained independence. India, the jewel in the crown of the empire, achieved independence in 1947, followed by numerous other colonies in the ensuing decades. The United Kingdom, once a global hegemon, had to redefine its role in a rapidly changing world. Facing economic challenges and social changes, the UK experienced a period of reconstruction and reinvention. The welfare state, established in the aftermath of World War II, provided a safety net for citizens, while the National Health Service, or NHS, ensured access to healthcare for all. These pillars of the post-war consensus helped to create a more just and equitable society. Section 7. A United Kingdom, still evolving. Despite its name, the United Kingdom has always been a nation of diverse identities. Throughout its history, it has grappled with questions of national identity and unity. The relationship between England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland has been marked by both cooperation and tension. The late 20th century saw a resurgence of nationalist sentiment in Scotland and Wales, leading to the establishment of devolved parliaments in both countries. In Northern Ireland, a decades-long conflict known as the Troubles, rooted in religious and political divisions, finally came to an end with the Good Friday Agreement in 1998. The turn of the millennium brought new challenges and opportunities. The United Kingdom joined the European Union in 1973, a decision that has had a significant impact on its economy, laws, and relationship with its European neighbors. However, the UK's membership in the EU has been a subject of ongoing debate, culminating in the decision to leave the bloc in 2020, a momentous event with far-reaching consequences. Today, the United Kingdom continues to grapple with questions of identity, unity, and its place in the world. The legacy of its empire, its evolving relationship with Europe, and the challenges posed by globalization and technological advancements continue to shape its present and future. Section 8. Reflections on a Legacy. As we reflect upon this epic journey through British history, we are struck by the enduring legacy of this island nation. From the ancient Britons who first inhabited these lands to the modern-day innovators shaping the world, the United Kingdom has left an indelible mark on human civilization. Its contributions to literature, art, music, science, and technology are immeasurable. Its political institutions, legal principles, and democratic values have inspired countless others around the globe, and its language, English, has become a global lingua franca, connecting people across borders and cultures. But the story of the United Kingdom is not without its complexities and contradictions. Its history is intertwined with imperialism, colonialism, and the exploitation of others. It has grappled with issues of social inequality, religious conflict, and political division. Yet, through it all, the United Kingdom has demonstrated a remarkable capacity for resilience, adaptation, and reinvention. It has emerged from adversity time and again, its spirit unbroken, its determination unwavering. Section 9. What next for this island nation? As the United Kingdom navigates the complexities of the 21st century, it faces a multitude of challenges and opportunities. How will it define its role in a world increasingly shaped by globalization, technological advancements, and shifting geopolitical alliances? Can it maintain its unity amidst ongoing debates about national identity and devolution? Will it continue to be a beacon of democracy, human rights, and the rule of law in an increasingly uncertain world? And how will it reconcile its past, with all its complexities and contradictions, with its aspirations for the future? The answers to these questions will shape not only the destiny of the United Kingdom but also the course of human history in the decades to come. The story of the United Kingdom is still being written. Its past informs its present, but it does not dictate its future. The choices made today will determine the legacy it leaves behind for generations to come. What will that legacy be? The answer, dear reader, lies in the hands of the British people and the choices they make in the years ahead.